Hello, lovely people. It's Angela, and I am back with my Pretty Little Liars Season 6, Episode 16 recap video. This episode was called Where Somebody Waits for Me, I believe. I am so sorry I did not post last week. I was feeling really shittily, so I was like, I'm just going to skip this one and catch up on the next one. So far this season, I've skipped and then filmed and then skipped and then filmed, so hopefully we can break that cycle and keep on filming. This episode did not bug me, but it didn't excite me at the same time, if that makes sense. I'm curious as to what you guys thought of this episode, so be sure to let me know down in the comments below. Let's get the conversation going about Pretty Little Liars. But anyway, the episode starts off with Spencer following Arya down the ladder into this random little passageway that they think was a part of Radley originally, and they now think that Sarah is using to creep out of the hotel. Ow, freaking bit my tongue. Without the camera spotting her. And while they're down there, they see the little machine that was used in the dollhouse with the different switches, I guess. And speaking of this machine, I still want to know what happened in that damn dollhouse. We have not gotten answers about that machine. I want to know exactly what happened. Maybe through the form of a flashback, that would be perfect, but I doubt they will do that. So maybe just tell us what happened in the dollhouse. I'm still waiting. Then we find out that the Veronica's opposition stole her medical records. She is not doing well. Spencer thought that she was in recovery, but finds out later from Mona, I think, that she is still sick and tries to confront her mother about it, but chickens out at the last minute. Way to go, Spencer. Tanner is back in town, and she is questioning Emily with a brutal force. I mean, really, not physically brutal, you guys. If you haven't watched the episode, don't worry. Tanner's not, whipping out the baton or anything. But she's like, I just find it interesting that, for 5 years, we haven't had one single murder, and then you girls come back, and everybody starts dying again. Go away, Tanner. No, really though. I really do like Tanner, but now she's just getting on my nerves because it seems like she's more focused on interrogating the girls rather than actually finding out who did it. Which, I mean, I can't blame the woman because it does look a little suspicious, but still, you should never, ever not focus on all of your leads. I don't know if I said that right. She's just putting too much attention on the girls where she could be focusing down other avenues and still have them as suspects as well. Someone called Allie's house the night that Charlotte died from a restaurant called the Two Crows, and they stayed on the phone for 3 minutes, and Allie told Tanner that it was not her, and it was not Dr. Rollins, so she's like, well, it must have been Cece. And I have a theory about the Two Crows, so be sure and stick around for that because I want to know what you guys think of my new crazy-ass theory. Then Liam comes to Rosewood, you guys. Liam is adorable. He's just adorable. Don't you guys think? Even though I'm not a big fan of the ships, I just think he's so cute. He comes to talk to Arya about Ezra's book, and after reading what is written from Ezra, he discovers that it was actually Arya because she included personal details about something that he witnessed, and she was like, oh, well, crap. So, yeah. He kind of tries to make her feel a little bit better about doing that, but I don't know. I think Arya still has the guilty conscience, but she's still writing the book at the end of the episode. What the hell? One of the freezers at Hollis Medical Center failed, and it wiped out Emily's eggs along with 30 other people's eggs. So this sends Emily on this mad goose hunt to try and find her eggs and take revenge against the new A. And she sneaks back into Radley and goes into the tunnels and is trying to find a freezer for where they might have her eggs potentially, and runs into Hanna and Arya, I think, in the, was it Spencer and Arya? No, it was Hanna and Arya, I Sorry. She runs into Hanna and Arya and, says, I just need to find them and yada yada. That's where that goes. Water break. Okay, I'm good. Oh, I lost my place in my notes. Sorry, you guys. Today is just one of those days. I'm just like everywhere, all over the place. Alright, Hanna gets an ominous breakfast where they're at this weird ass hotel. That's like tacky romance hotel with Cupids watching them get it on. And it's like, she gets a card with her breakfast that says the honeymoon is over and then lifts the lid and it says, poor Geordie. One of the eggs has the fork smashed through its eye and it's a little frowny face. And Anna's like, we have to go back to Rosewood right now. So they leave and go to the new happening place in Rosewood, which apparently is Lucas's apartment. Seriously, I want Lucas's apartment. If you guys know where I can find that setup, let me know and I will take it because his apartment is the shit. And then finally, Emily and Spencer go over to Allie's and tell her everything that has been going on, filling her in on the issues, even though they were nervous too because they thought she might go to the cops. But they decide enough is enough. We have to tell Allie exactly what's happening. Mona wanted to pass Spencer the campaign information that the opposing side had on Veronica using Yvonne's phone. Spencer flat out asked her, did you leave that on purpose to show Yvonne, what a bad person I am or whatever? And Mona's like, oh yeah, and then Spencer's like, but you didn't show it to her. And Mona thinks that what the campaign is doing is wrong and wanted Spencer to be aware of what was happening. And they are obviously trying to show the people of Rosewood that Veronica is, or the people of Pennsylvania, that Veronica is not fit to be in the Senate. Okay. Caleb tells Spencer that he cannot delete the file that has Veronica's medical information in it because then they'll know he was there. And right now he's just a fly on the wall, but if he does drastic action, warning bells are going to be going off and he could potentially be in a lot of trouble and he'd be breaking the law. Yeah, that's what he said to her. He would be breaking the law. Okay, well, they stole her freaking medical information. Was that, I'm sure that's like some sort of law breakage going on right there. Is that not? I mean, seriously, who does that shit? Who? Unless you're in a campaign for a political office, I guess. Or did anyone see the old man in this episode? Because I didn't. But then again, if you guys can't tell in this video, I'm kind of scatterbrained right now. I'm like trying to multitask really quick. And so I was kind of multitasking during the episode tonight, but I really didn't see the old guy around. Anyway, so he can't break the law, but he's had no trouble breaking it in the past. That's really, really sketch, Caleb. Then Hanna sends him a text that says, can we grab a drink? So they grab a drink together. Okay. And Caleb is trying to make Hanna feel a little bit better about life. And Josie still kind of cares, which of course he still cares. Then we go to a flashback. My little doggy's coming in here. Maybe she'll want to be in the video. Hold on. Come here, Dina. Come here. Okay. You want to say hi to the people of YouTube? Okay. Good girl. Ooh, I look really washed out with you on my lap. Okay. So, I have a new special guest for this episode review. This is my little girl, Dina. I have another dog, but he is too big to sit on my lap, and that's not going to happen. But getting back into this review, we get a flashback of Caleb and Hanna in New York, and Hanna is attending this party. Caleb is out in the alley playing with this stray cat, and he is clearly unhappy there. He doesn't belong, and, Hannah's like, I miss just being us, and Caleb's like, yeah, I do too. But obviously Hanna really doesn't want to change, So Caleb goes back to the apartment and tells her not to become a Sybil, which I think might be a little bit too late, and maybe the reason why they broke up is that she became a bit of a Sybil. Allie shows up at Spencer's and tells Spencer all about her steamy love for Dr. Rollins, and I'm just like, okay. I mean, we all knew that was coming because it was led to believe that Allie and Dr. Rollins got married, but they had a scene together and they kissed, and there was no chemistry for me. I was not buying it, you guys, for 1 minute. Did you guys like the chemistry between them? If you did, I'm not judging. I'm just saying it was not for me. Caleb confronts Mona in the elevator and tells her he will personally take her apart if he finds out she's messing with Spencer. And I was like, don't you want to add Hanna to that list? Mona quickly calls him out and says, I want to know who's the better kisser, Hanna, Spencer, or me. And it's just like, Mona, you're so good 1 minute and then just so vindictive the next. No one knows whose team you're actually on anymore. Keith. Oh my god, I literally wrote Keith in my notes, you guys. Jeez. Kenneth, we find out in this episode, did not want anything to do with Charlotte, and Jason apparently went to work for the Karasimi group, so it's just been Allie and Charlotte on their own, pretty much, until, obviously, Charlotte died. And then Allie fell for Dr. Rollins, like I said earlier, and she doesn't want to keep her relationship a secret. Okay, I already mentioned that. Ezra comes back to town, and Arya apologizes to him for believing that he killed Charlotte, and he said that no, he was sorry. He apologized to her himself, and he said that he ran into Byron and Ella, and they did not want to tell anyone that they were back together at that time. So he's like, that's fine, whatever. I'm just going to go up to Albany and work on my book, which Arya has already started the majority of writing on, and he shows up with like 3 brand new chapters. He's like, we can send them into the editor, and Arya's like, or the publisher, and Arya's like, yeah, no, we can't, because I already did. No, she really didn't tell him because it wouldn't be Pretty Little Liars if Arya wasn't keeping her mouth shut about something. All right. And then he also, that night when he saw, I just had to point this out, when he saw Ella and Byron, he went to go get pie. Another Ezra pie reference. And then Spencer is talking to Caleb, and she remembers that she was going to check the flight information on Melissa's suitcase and discovers that a hollow rectangular piece Okay, sorry, I got interrupted. Spencer discovers that a hollow rectangular piece of Melissa's suitcase is missing, which is obviously way too obvious. It's not going to be Melissa. But Tara did divulge that information to Allie that it was not a golf club or whatever. She told her that, it was this metal rectangular piece that was hollow, and Allie later told Spencer and Emily this information. So, that is pretty much it for this episode. Let's get into some theories that I had going into it. The main theory that I had is the 2 crows thing, which I really wanted to talk to you guys about. I think that the reason that the new A is wearing the old man mask is either that they're really just kind of dumb and don't know the first thing about stalking people, or that people will easily recognize this person and want to stop them and what they are trying to do and talk to them. Now, we've all heard these references seasons past about twins and Hannah's mother seeing the dead twins, I think Hannah's mom. It's always been about Hanna. So I'm kind of thinking that Hanna might have the evil twin who's going around trying to stalk the girls and get information on who killed her best friend, Charlotte. And that could explain the 2 crows, like twins. Yeah, it's really far-fetched at this moment, you guys. And like I said in previous videos, I really didn't want to get too crazy about theorizing this season. I'm mainly watching it because I have to see how it ends. So yeah, it may not be Hanna, but I just get the feeling that it's gonna be like something to do with the twins. I don't know. What do you guys think? This video has been just so all over the place tonight. I got interrupted. I've been scatterbrained. Yeah, sorry, but I don't like to plan these videos. I just like to talk to you guys about what's going on, and we're keeping it real right now with all these damn interruptions. And now both of my dogs are in the kitchen with me. Um, yeah, that that just makes the most sense to me about why they would be wearing this mask. Granted that if A were actually truly like Cece, they would have never been hacked in the first place. But I don't know. I just feel like there has to be a reason behind the mask other than they're just really inexperienced with this kind of stuff. I feel like if somebody saw Hanna creeping around doing shady shit, they'd stop her. Or somebody that's not supposed to be in town, like Jason, or something along those lines. So yeah, that is the episode. I'm done rambling, and my clock is going off now. So yeah, hello birds, welcome to the party. It always happens when I film. You guys don't see it half the time because I always hit pause, but like I said, we're keeping it real in tonight's episode video. Let me know what you guys thought of this episode down below. Let's talk. Who do we think the old man is? Obviously, it's not the old man. They are making it pretty obvious that it is Sarah. Obviously, it's not Sarah, but do you guys think that she knows who the new stalker is? They were downstairs cleaning off that little equipment at the very end, and I'm just thinking in my head, if it is Sarah, we would see her. So obviously, it's not Sarah. I could be wrong, but who knows? That is it for this video. So yeah, let's just talk down below because I like talking about Pretty Little Liars, even though I'm going to try not to go obsessive with the theories this time around. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.